is currently working out. He left like 10 minutes ago, and I figured now was a good time to sit down and just talk. I'm gonna adjust this. There we go. So, if you do not watch my videos on my other channel, you would not know this, but I have been participating in Vlogmas, which is where you vlog every day and upload basically like the next day. So daily vlogging up until Christmas. This camera keeps on like automatically shutting off, so I apologize if there's a lot of cuts and edits. But posting every day is exhausting. It's a lot of work on top of like a full-time job. And I'm a couple days behind because of that, because there's some days where I really don't want to spend any extra time doing work, even though like I enjoy the videos and having them up. Like I love going back and watching old Vlogmas videos. I was looking back at the ones from last year, and there's so many good memories, and I don't know, it's just nice to look at that time and see like how Joe and I were together and what we were doing and talking about and enjoying. But as you, I'm sure, can imagine, it's a lot of work. It usually takes about an hour to edit each vlog, depending on how much footage there is. I've had some really long ones, and then the one that I edited and posted today was only 7 minutes edited down, and it was only like 19 minutes of footage to start with, so that was pretty quick. But that's why I have not posted on this channel, because I'm putting up daily videos on my other channel in addition to having a full-time job. But that is gonna change a little bit because our school district decided to go back to full virtual. So starting next week and going through like mid-January, I will no longer have students physically in class with me. They're all going to be online, which is kind of nice because then my class is like united again. But there's a lot of like downsides to that. It's a lot harder in a lot of ways. And I mean, when kids are physically in the room with you, they really don't have a choice whether or not they're going to do the work, or they're going to take notes, or they're going to learn. But when they're at home, I can't force them to do any of that stuff. And so that's hard to like know and just continue like knowing that some kids are basically going to not have any school for a month now. But I mean, it's keeping people physically safe, so that's, I mean, obviously the number one priority. But I am probably going to be continuing to go into my classroom because on certain days, like, okay, so how our schedule works is we have our literacy lessons, and I have created smartboard files that have, I mean, so many like good details and little notes for me and notes for students. But I obviously don't have a smartboard at home, so I can't use them at home. And it's a lot more work to remake those slides than it would be to just go to school and not have to prep anything. So on the days when we do have those lessons, I will probably go to school just for ease. But on days like Wednesdays, where my kids are totally at home and we don't have any live lessons, I'll stay home. And then typically on like Fridays, we will so nice. Like, I understand the reason for the specials teachers coming into the classroom because they're trying to minimize, like, basically contaminating all the different classes. So instead of each class coming into the music room, the music teacher would come to us, and the same for all the other specials. But specials for kids is planning time for teachers, and it's like an hour of time that we are contracted to like have as planning time. But when a teacher is coming into your room and they are using your computer or your smartboard, it's pretty hard or impossible to plan or do anything, because like I said, those smartboard files that I need to go back and look over, or certain materials that I have that are only on that computer, I can't access. And then, for whatever reason, my school laptop will not print. It won't send things to the copier, but my desktop will. So as much as I understand why they're doing it, it's very frustrating to not have that planning time that we're used to and that we need, possibly even more than an average year. So it's going to be really nice, like when I go to school, to have that planning time set aside. But also, we have like an hour block of time to do lunch and recess. That's just in our schedule. So that's another period of time where I could either work or I could film a video during my lunch break or something like that. And there's just generally less stress because I'm not making sure that children are physically safe and, having to be attentive in that way. So I think I'll be able to film more videos. So yeah, there's that. And also, starting not this coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after, that's the start of our winter break. I mean, it's technically a teacher work day, but like we don't have school with kids. And then the following Wednesday, I think that must be the 23rd, is the first official day of our winter break. So, I'll certainly have more time then. The other, really like the main reason why I haven't filmed any videos is because I've had other priorities. Joe and I, have been so busy with home projects, and we've made a lot of progress. And in addition to that, it's the holidays, so we've had just holiday things to do. I'll try to show you some pictures. But if you have not been watching for long, my boyfriend Joe and I bought a house at the very end of August, and it doesn't need a lot of work, but we would like to do a lot to it. Pretty much like a top-down remodel. And our biggest project that we've been working on is painting the outside of our house. It was a red brick, and now it is white, but it's like a huge project. So I really zoomed in so you could see, but here's what it looks like now, just white brick. But then we're gonna have to like paint the trim on the house and redo our shutters, and we want to paint all of the doors. We have 3 exterior doors. We want to paint the doors, and there's a whole bunch of things that like come after you start a big project. But some things that we have accomplished are basically like this room, our dining room. tree base, a tree skirt, all of the lights. We needed more ornaments, so we got these from Target. It's like a gold, red, and white set. We got this cute pom-pom garland. That was Joe's choice. We got that from Michael's. I really like that. Although, if they have any more, I might want to get an extra strand. Maybe for next year. I don't know if I would bother putting it on now, but if there was a sale, I think I would definitely get some more. We have our mantle all cute, and then we had to get stockings that match our tree skirt. Well, we didn't have to do that, but they are the Pottery Barn quilted tree skirt and stockings, and we got them monogrammed with our names. I love all the Pottery Barn stuff. It's so pretty. I love this shade of red. It looks really dark back here, but it's not like a cherry red. It's a little bit more like cranberry. We painted this room. You can kind of see the color a little bit. It's a sage green. That was also Joe's pick. Joe has really blown me away with his design picks. He ordered the light fixture that's going in here. I can show you that. It's gonna arrive tomorrow. And it's from Wayfair, but that's what it looks like. So it's all black, and then with the clear, upward lights. I love this. This is yeah, that's totally the vibe. But, when you're painting all weekend and decorating and all of that, it doesn't leave much free time to just relax. Now, I put the lights on the outside of the house. I'll show you what it looks like. I did that in a vlog. And then we got this cute little Santa. I'll zoom in for you. I love him. It's the Art Deco Santa from Lowe's, I think. And I thought it was so cute. So our house is really coming along. We've made a lot of progress, but we still have so much more to do. Joe says that he wants to continue with the exterior, getting the trim finished and our shutters. Oh gosh, it's just it's so much work. And there's so many things to buy. We need hallway runners because we have a really long, echoey hallway, and we need about 1 million rugs, and we need new light fixtures. We need to put in an additional light in our hallway because there's only one and it's super dark. So there's a lot of things that we are going to be working on in the upcoming weeks, especially over winter break, hopefully. We have a short winter break this year, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to knock some projects out while Joe is home. Oh, he redid his calendar. I'm trying to see how many days he has off. I don't know. He works some of the days, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, maybe 8 days he has off. So we'll be able to at least get our painting done and probably the lime wash done. But it's all really fun stuff that allows us to be able to do other fun things. So once our hallway is completely painted, we'll be able to then move on to the light fixtures. And then now that this room has been totally painted, we can work on getting artwork for the walls, because on that side behind you there's just a big open wall that has nothing on it, so we could get some cool artwork or whatever. I mean, we need a new table. That's a huge thing. We would like a new table 59 and then it's gonna dip into the 40s, but it's never freezing in December, so it just is hard to get in the wintry mood when like all of the winter imagery is like snowy and it looks really cold. And then it's like, oh, I could go outside in a very light long sleeve shirt and be totally fine. But it's nice because the lime wash, the temperature for the lime wash has to be 50 degrees or above. So when it's 60 degrees, you've got a long window of time to be working on that. But back to Christmas, we are finally fully decorated, which feels awesome. And I believe I have all of my presents picked out and purchased, like for other people. So for my sisters, my mom decided for us that we were going to pick a name and just buy presents for the one sibling. And we decided to keep it a secret, so we don't know who is buying for us. But I got some pretty cool things for my chosen sister. And I got a lot of stuff for Joe. I keep on thinking of like more and more things that I know would be really useful for him, but also like little fun things. I know he won't watch this video, but I got him some cool things that are gonna go on the walls in his office. That is a room that we haven't touched at all. It'll probably be like, well, I would say we would do his office before we would touch the bathrooms because that's like a humongous project. But he's done nothing in there. Like, it's the most cluttered. There's still a couple boxes in there. It's just the kind of junky room that holds all the things that, you know, like when we took the fan down from this room, it's in his office. There's like the boxes in there and all sorts of paperwork and stuff like that, extra decor that we haven't put up. But I wanted to kind of like get the ball rolling on that, so I have, I think, 2 things that he's gonna be able to put up on the wall. I got him, I'm like nervous to say it as if he's gonna watch, but I know he won't. I'll just tell him not to. I got him this really cool Atlanta Braves puzzle. I think that's the one I got and not the Packers one. Yeah. But it's like this retro looking puzzle, and he mentioned that he wanted a new one, and I know that'll be perfect. One of the other items that I got for him is baseball related in a way. It's something he specifically asked for. It's this really cool photograph of the Knight Stadium in Charlotte. And so that's like baseball themed, and then I got him the baseball puzzle. And then I got him this really cool diamond art thing. I saw someone do diamond art on TikTok. If you've never seen it, I would look it up because it's so cool. And you can get really inexpensive kits for like $10, $12 on Amazon or wherever. But I got him one that's like the same color scheme, but it's a mountain, kind of mountain range picture. And I was trying to, like, I had already picked it out, but I hadn't purchased it. And I was like, what sort of, like, designs do you like? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, you know, what sort of color schemes or picture types? Like, I really like things with, like, stars and moons. I like things that are floral patterned, and I like these colors and whatever. And he was like, well, I like this and that, and nature scenes, like a good picture of like a lake and then mountains behind it, like snow-capped mountains. And that's like exactly what I had found. And the picture, the big canvas that I got him of the Knight Stadium is like, it's got a lot of rich, like bluey, kind of purpley tones variations of blue. And I know he wants his office to be a really dark color, like navy with pops of wood and black, kind of like an industrial look. So I am quite excited about that. I got him a couple of other like useful items, like kind of boring but like adult type gifts, you know, like things that as a kid